My name's Luke Matthews and I'm the executive chef of Chewton Glen Hotel. I always wanted to work at Chewton Glen, and I was fortunate enough quite early on in my career to come here and spend a week just seeing what happens. And I was absolutely blown away. We're going back 30 years. Chewton Glen was one of the only hotels of this type in the country. And at that time, the kitchen was French, and it was incredibly difficult for an English person to have got into the kitchen here. And that didn't deter me, so off I went all over the place when I worked in France. And then, by chance, I heard through a veg supplier that they were looking for a sous chef here. So I came down, and that's it. So I've been the exec chef now for 21 years, I think. But actually been at Chewton Glen for 31 years. Every day you're driven because it's such a lovely place. We're constantly trying to get better, improve, the offerings changing all the time. I think Hampshire's got fabulous produce. So, we're incredibly lucky. We're right by the sea. There's a lot of great stuff, asparagus. We work with a guy from just down the road for asparagus, and something like New Forest fruit. Their strawberries start very, very early in the season and they go probably till October. And, throughout the season, they actually get better. There's so much great product around. I mean, what a great charity. It's fantastic. There's so many people who do so many great things out there that go unrecognised. And, I think to be part of this is, it's fantastic. So I'm doing the starter. So tonight I'm doing a salad of smoked duck and artichoke. With truffle, Chardonnay vinegar, and just some little salad leaves and bits of lovely stuff like that. It's just a very light, nice, refreshing salad, which is a great start to the meal. So I'm using two types of artichoke in the salad. So we've got the globe artichoke, which is obviously the bulb at the top of the artichoke, and then we've got the other type, which is Jerusalem artichoke, which is from the ground. Very different flavours, but obviously complement each other really lovely. So we're going to make a puree from the Jerusalem artichoke, and then we've got some pieces of artichoke as well. And then we've cooked the globe in water, salt, loads of lemon, keep it as white as possible. So the vinaigrette is made up of fresh truffle, which has just been crushed, some Chardonnay vinegar, a little bit of truffle oil, because I love that flavour of that artificial sort of truffle oil, and then a little bit of olive oil, only a little bit, because obviously we don't want it to overpower. Just to add a little bit more of interest, I'm going to put some smoked duck with it as well, because again, this flavour works really lovely with all the rest of the ingredients. The salads is just a frisée, and the curly ondi, the yellow from the top of the salad. We've got a few edible flowers, a bit of nasturtium leaf, and all of those sort of things just to make it look pretty.
So first up, we've got the Hambledon, which is to go with the duck and artichoke salad to start with. Now, the reason why this is going to work so well is this is made in the same way as champagne. So we're talking about a traditional method sparkling wine with the three main classic champagne grape varieties. So you've got Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier in there. Also a bit of reserve wine, but it's the aging that makes all the difference on this. Because of the 35 months it's had on its lees, it's got that lovely toasty character. So you've got freshness and a slight nuttiness as well. And so it's that freshness that really works, especially with the artichoke. You have to be quite careful with artichoke. You need something really crisp and dry. But that nuttiness as well is just going to bring all those flavours together. This is such a sophisticated wine. And it's funny when people say that we're making wines as good as champagne. With wines like this, I say we're making wines better.